Hey everyone, so today we're talking about basmati rice and how to make it in a pressure cooker. So this happens to be Jan and I's favorite kind of rice. I really understood what basmati rice was after going to India my first time. Spent some time in Hyderabad, and one of the local dishes there is biryani, and it's made with basmati rice. Turns out this kind of rice is highly recommended for a low lectin or lectin-free diet, so that made us very happy. But the key is you got to pressure cook it. And not only is pressure cooking good for the rice, but it is much quicker to do than the traditional method of cooking basmati rice. Okay, so we've come up with a way to make basmati rice in the pressure cooker. Did some experimentation, used some of the traditional methods and kind of combined the two, and we turn out with really good basmati rice. Also, usually it turns out for us relatively non-sticky. You can see here that's just a tiny sticky, but not too bad. I mean, it's not clumping together and all gooey and gross. So I've got a cup of the basmati rice here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just put it straight into the pressure cooker, because the first thing I'm gonna do is rinse it. And might as well just use the pressure cooker's pan, take this over to the sink and rinse the rice. It is important to rinse your rice because it helps make it a lot less sticky. There's a lot of starch from the processing of the rice, and it will rinse that starch off. And then, you never know, there may still be a little bit of debris and other things that you don't want to eat in there. So it's just a good idea to rinse it. So let's do that. You can see that water, look how milky it is. Now, some people say you should do this until the water is clear. I've found that as long as you do it until it's relatively clear, it's still pretty stick-free. I usually just rinse it twice. I'm just using olive oil, just maybe a tablespoon. Then I'm adding in about 1.5 cups of water. I kind of do between 1.5 and 1 3/4. And then I'm doing about a half a teaspoon of salt. And then I just like to kind of mix it up to make sure that oil sort of gets mixed up a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit the white rice button and hit start, and then we will just let this cook. So most pressure cookers cook white rice for about 6 minutes. This seems to work out good for us. You can see it's like almost up to the highest setting. So in case you don't have a white rice setting, you can see that we're at about 75% or so and cooking it for 6 minutes. Okay, so it's done. So I'm going to go ahead and hit off, because we want to just let the steam out right away. Okay, so the rice is done. Take the lid off. So I like to just mix it up a little bit, just in case there's still any oil in there that's not soaked up. It just kind of coats that all a little bit. And okay, so there you go. You can see we have our basmati rice, and it's turned out pretty good. It's not very sticky, just a little bit of stick to it, but I'm pretty happy with it. I have found that if you put it in the refrigerator, let it cool down all the way, and then heat it back up, it's even less sticky at that point. Plus, that's how you get the best benefit for the resistant starches that are so good in basmati rice. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any tips on how you make basmati rice in a pressure cooker and get it to turn out really nice, put those in the comments below and help us all out. And we will see you next time. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.